For seemingly harmless trinkets and ancient artifacts, curses and cursed objects have tormented people throughout the centuries. These stories possess a sort of dark lure to them that draws people into their chilling tales. What are the stories behind these objects, and what warnings do their misfortunes bring?
I don't know.
Well, let's find out. Today, we will tell the tale of two more. That's a lot of T's. The first, we follow the story of a cursed doll that is not Annabelle, but does have as much lore. This doll's antics span for more than a century and is still causing mayhem to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the second is an object that has many tales of terror and misfortune that have been bestowed upon its owners. We will take a journey through its history and explore the spine-chilling events that unfolded in the early 2000s. From eBay.
Oh.
That's right. So
really?
Yeah.
I almost did that one.
So sit back and burn some sage as we explore Robert the Doll and the Dybbuk Box Curse.
Dope. Okay, that's not the one I was going to do. So I'm going squatching.
We're going squatching, bitches. Welcome back to Don't Touch My Sasquatch podcast. We are your hosts. I am Josh, talking over the intro, and this handsome fella is...
I continue to be Lennon, as always. Right? It's me, again.
Lennon?
Yo, that's me.
How about you start with Robert?
Robert?
You and Robert tell your tale of terror.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
Well, one of the more famous...
When I'm not reading the goddamn intro,
yeah,
I can actually speak like an adult. Tell your tale of terror and twist it with Tom the Terrible Timmy.
Tom the Terrible Timmy Cat.
Timmy the Terrible Tomcat. All right, we set the tone. Let's go.
There's that energy and a good laugh we were talking about.
Yeah, a couple of them.
One of the more famous haunted cursed dolls is Robert the Doll.
Old Robert's a Ken doll from hell.
Oh, maybe. The doll is said to have plagued people for over...
Pegged people?
I hope not.
Is that what you said?
I definitely said plagued.
I am so sorry. I heard pegged. That's where my mind is now after that little intro.
Plagued people for over 100 years, which is a century.
That sure is.
Causing misfortune or even death to some.
Ah, caught. Sorry.
That's such a wonderful noise.
I got caught. and then it came over the mic.
You went, got caught.
Sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, it's okay. I appreciated it. Robert's story is an odd one. From his obsession beginning to his ultimate final resting place where he...
I'm taking a drink, and all I heard was gulp, gulp. You better move the fucking mic.
You didn't move it, you fucking tackled it. So, oh shit. Panic. You don't usually drink while we're recording, that's why. Well, I usually come off to the side because I try not to.
I do, but you can never usually hear it or see it. Now I got this big cup that I needed water from.
Yeah.
And I'm like, gulp, gulp.
Good golf. Good golf. Oh my God.
Okay.
Well, Robert's story is an odd one. I'm going to take it right back. From his odd obsession beginnings to his ultimate final resting place where his odd image haunts people who look upon him.
Oh.
But where did this spooky bitch come from, you ask?
Your sister's fucking closet.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to build a pyramid, paint some paintings, and start a revolution. Get ready for Lennon's History Corner.
Yeah.
It's Lennon's History Corner.
Yeah, baby.
One story of Robert.
And that's it.
That's all we got.
Over a century, one fucking story. This guy was terrorizing people forever.
Oh, fuck.
He just sang the same old song. Hello, my darling. Hello, my darling. Hello, my right-down gal.
Our story of Robert starts in the early 1900s with a boy named Eugene Robert Otto.
Fucking Eugene again.
Eugene, the Sasquatch baby.
That's right. Sasquatch abductions.
Episode something. Otto was given...
Sorry.
You spooky bitch.
You spooky bitch.
Oh, Otto was given a handmade doll.
Yes.
As a birthday gift from his grandfather. He got it for him when he was over in Germany.
Thanks, Gramps.
Thanks.
That's what I said, yeah.
I know. Otto named the doll Robert and became very attached to the inanimate object.
Who the fuck named the doll Robert?
Well, it was his middle name.
Okay, well then that's acceptable.
Yeah. Now, this isn't out of the ordinary for a child to be attached to a toy or a doll.
Exactly, no.
But his obsession with the doll quickly developed into an unhealthy one as the years grew on. And that became out of the ordinary.
Yeah, what kind of, what do we got going on here? Tell us.
I'll get there in a few. But early on, the doll began to show signs of something paranormal.
Hey, it's like, stop fucking touching my genital area.
It's just flat.
There's nothing there.
One night when Otto was 10 years old, he woke up to see Robert the doll sitting at the foot of his bed staring at him.
Spooky bitch.
It's that spooky. Have you ever seen that clip? You know the clip I'm referencing?
I don't think so. I'm just referencing what you referenced so that we both reference it.
Then his mother woke up to screams coming from Otto's room. Back off, you spooky bitch! Oh, that's my outro. I don't want that. Now, so, Robert woke up. Nope.
He said nope.
Otto woke up with the doll sitting at the foot of his bed staring at him. And then, shortly after this, his mom woke up to screams coming from his room. Yeah, with screams coming from his room. She raced to the door of his bedroom, hearing his screams and furniture being thrown around his room. Yeah. She banged on the door. She pulled on the door. Nothing could budge it. It was stuck shut. Jesus. The screams continued. When the noise finally ceased, she was finally able to open the door to find Otto curled up in terror on his bed and Robert still sitting at the foot of his bed staring at him. Now, the room was trashed, furniture had been overturned, and thrown in disarray all across the room.
That just sounds like me playing a video game that I don't play.
I was going to say, what video game you playing there, buddy?
That wasn't a story.
Robert.
That made it in. Hey, while we have this pause for a second, I
Sure.
forgot to mention, listen to the end of the video. Well, we're recording way ahead, so we don't actually have a winner to announce, but it'll be in the actual graphic of the video. For the YouTube winner, for the $50 gift card. You spooky bitch.
Back off, you spooky bitch.
And this message is brought to you by, just fucking subscribe on YouTube. Thank you.
It's brought to you by Vlasic. Dill pickles.
Oh, where do you stick those? In your anus. I was just trying to get you.
Put them in my nose.
Oh, so stop it from leaking?
That got me.
Back on to you, baby.
So,
Yeah,
Robert did it.
he sure did.
These were the only words that Otto could say. The same line, Robert did it, would be heard uttered by him throughout the rest of his childhood to explain the weird and terrifyingly destructive events that would take place around the doll.
You sure it wasn't just this kid fucking with stuff and saying, blaming the doll?
It might have been, because Otto seemed like a strange fella.
He seems like a strange fella. You just said that. I had nothing.
It's okay. We do that to each other.
Yeah, we do.
Otto's unhealthy relationship with the doll began to grow. He would bring the doll everywhere and anywhere he went. He would speak to the doll and have conversations with it. Conversations which could be overheard by those around, having two distinctly different voices present.
Hey, Robert, should I kill Mama?
Yeah, get on it.
But we love Mama.
I don't care.
All right. How should I do it? Poison or a knife?
Peanut butter.
Between the butt cheeks.
She's got that peanut butter allergy. I definitely stepped in on your joke.
You're fine. You're fine. I liked it. I didn't know if you would, so I was prepared.
I came prepared.
Hey, listen.
Yo, that's me.
As Scar from Lion King said, "Be prepared." Dun, 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 dun.
He did?
Yeah, it's a musical. It's a musical number. He's rising up, and you know what?
I like Lion King 1.5 better than Lion King.
Well, you're a fucking psychopath, and that's why. So please get back to Robert the Dolly Doll. No.
Yeah. It's totally
No. Back to you.
All right. In some instances, witnesses other than Otto claim to have seen the doll's expression change and even heard him speak.
Fuck that.
He is also witnessed on multiple occasions running up and down the stairs and halls on his own, and was often seen perched in the window of Otto's bedroom staring out at people.
I would say they'd be scary to see a doll moving on its own.
Yeah.
Real scary.
Really scary. Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Otto began referring to the doll in the first person as if it was a real thing and not an inanimate object. Normal child things until this type of behavior continued into adulthood.
Yeah, he was 32, still having Robert on the job.
Now, what does Robert look like? Robert, nowadays,
Yes.
has a worn face from years of care and attention to it. His nose is worn down, his smirk fading away, and covered in little tear marks from years of use and play and care and normal doll things.
Evidence shows that John Lennon was shot by 2 different bullets. Sorry.
Really? That's interesting.
That doesn't make to the episode.
We're going to do a conspiracy update at the end here. Robert wears a sailor's outfit, which it is agreed was probably not his original attire, but more so one of Otto's old outfits that he wore as a child.
How big is Robert the doll?
It's pretty big. It's pretty
Really?
good. He's a good sized doll. Look up Robert the
That's
doll.
a
when you get free
fucking
moment.
creepy looking doll.
Did you look it up?
I'm looking at it.
Supposedly you can get cursed even just looking at pictures of it.
Oh, thank you for letting me look it up.
Got him. Oh, that's a one last practical joke for you.
Yeah. He's going to be visiting me tonight at my fucking apartment.
How we doing?
Hold on, I got to close one eye to see this.
Just got focused.
Yeah, God, but no face. It's scary.
That was a good accent.
Thank you.
Back off, you spooky bitch.
The PGA Tour?
Robert also has a toy of his own.
Yeah,
sitting on his lap is a stuffed dog that shows signs of age as well. Its eyes are popping out, and it has a big dog tongue that hangs out of its mouth.
Incredible. I probably sound like I'm distant.
It was good. It had an effect.
Yeah. God, this is a spooky bitch. I'm not
Right?
going to lie.
It's pretty good size, too.
I can't see the size of him.
So supposedly, the people who... Spoilers ahead. The people who run the museum that Robert's at, they did some looking into it, or somebody did some looking into it, and they think that Robert was part of a doll set in a store in Germany where they tracked the manufacturing to. It's a handmade doll.
So your story comes from Germany as well?
Yeah.
Oh, this is weird that we have 2 stories coming from Germany.
Yeah, wir lesen.
Yeah, and they're both about objects.
Great.
Wonderful. Okay, who the fuck is this half-naked motherfucker in a sailor outfit? God damn it. I don't want Robert the doll
What the fuck?
stripper.
Jesus Christ. Oh, you were looking away from your computer. Like
I can't do it.
It's being done to me.
My eyes, it burns as.
So what I was saying, they tracked it to a store in Germany that they believe was where it was handmade. They said didn't seem like it was a doll for purchase, but more so it was a doll that was part of a set.
Gotcha.
And I think they said it was like an old King's Court type set, and Robert was the jester.
Oh, well, a gesture and a silly sailor, sir.
Well-
But I know he probably one of Robert's old, or the boy's old one.
Yes, the boy's
I
old
don't remember
suit.
the boy's name.
Otto was his last name, but I call him Otto because
Otto
Octavius. So where was I going with this? Stop doing shit! Seeing shit changing. What'd you do?
I was just going to leave it.
I'll find it here in some time. Oh, fuck.
That's what I came across.
Okay, there's a picture that's loading. Oh, fuck! Get that shit out of here. Get it out of here.
I'm off the site.
Well, my notes are dumped.
I'll play practical joke to me. I play practical joke to you.
How much shit did you do?
Just one picture. You just got to delete it.
Yeah, but there's a lot of typos that you changed.
I didn't change anything.
I fixed my typos. That's why they were changing, because I hit undo. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking naked spooky bitch.
He was spasming. Undo. So yeah, that's Naked Robert.
Great. Continuing what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to say. I was too busy
So
getting Robert.
he was part of a King's Court
Yes.
window set. They said it. He was probably meant to be bought as
a set.
Yeah. And also a window doll, they called it, not a doll for playing or I was gonna say consumption, but that wasn't right.
But you know what? I'm not gonna ask that question.
Just
Just keep going.
You
Yeah,
know people got those weird fucking dolls.
fetishes.
No, like the dolls,
Sex dolls?
those weird creepy ones that they got like perched on like shelves and stuff like that they don't take out of the box and those kind of weird things.
Yeah, who does that?
Like glass. Don't fucking bring up my action figures. The incidents continued into Otto's adulthood as well as his obsession with the doll. And people started to notice. They're like, you stay away from that Otto guy. He likes that doll a little too much. Little much.
Just bring it to take your daughter to work day.
When Otto's parents died, his wife Anne and him moved into his family's home, the artist house, the same one that he grew up in. Apparently, it was a very nice house in Key West. They had a name, as such nice, great houses do. It was called the artist house.
You know, my house is called
The Fuck Shack. It's wild. We went the same way. Otto felt that Robert needed a room of his own, and so he set up one of the rooms overlooking the street for the doll and positioned him in the window looking out.
Okay.
The doll gets its own room.
Don't worry, Nancy.
Nancy. After Anne had enough of the eerie feelings she got with Robert being in the house, she persuaded Otto to lock the doll up into the attic where he couldn't be seen nor felt.
All they heard was...
Did you read my notes?
No, but I could just see what's coming.
Well, Robert responded in kind. Visitors to the house, as well as the family, could hear pacing and walking around coming from the attic.
Really? I didn't see that one coming.
Right? Visitors reported hearing devilish ghoul laughter coming from the attic as well. That you weren't prepared for.
I wasn't, and I think that one would be the one that got me.
That's the fucked up
The
one.
walking one sucks.
Yeah.
But I could be like, it's just big rats or something.
Yeah.
Devilish laughter. I'm out.
It was described as a giggle, too, which I think a giggle makes it worse than laughter.
Apparently the goblins and the demonic giggles are the same.
Yeah. Robert was evidently not happy with the situation. Passers-by and school children walking by claimed to have seen Robert sitting in the bedroom window, staring at them or mocking them as they walked by. When Otto heard of this, he was...
cream puff.
The fuck to class. When Otto heard of this, he was in disbelief. He knew Robert was locked in the attic. He ran to the bedroom and was shocked to find Robert sitting in the rocking chair by the window. You know goddamn well that rocking chair was slowly rocking back and forth, too.
God, it's like a... Oh, God, it's like an old man. Just...
Is it?
Hello, Clarice.
Oh, okay. You mean just sitting in a rocking chair?
Yeah, old man.
Got it.
No young people sit in rocking chairs.
Speaking of the topic of dials, so with my job, I have to do like house calls for electric problems.
For sure.
And as an electrician, that involves lights not being on many times because that might be the problem. So I've spent many times in many dark basements. This previous week, I went down into a dark basement. Most of the time I work by myself too.
Yeah.
Went down to a dark basement, and the flashlight, as I'm scanning around to try and find my way around, there's about 55 of those dolls, creepy dolls that we were talking about.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. That was my day.
Well.
Sorry, I had the itch.
You're fine. Yeah, that would scare the shit out of me too.
Yeah, I've had some creepy, but it kind of cured me for dark basements though. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah. But I turned the flashlight. I'm like, of fucking course there's dolls down here. It's like, I'm a bitch.
Hi, Lennon.
Yeah.
Your lights are good. I'm out.
They're not working. Change the bulbs out. I'll be going to get some bulbs for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, creepy shit.
That would be
some
creepy.
fun stuff. Now
That's not fun.
So the time and time again, he would take Robert back upstairs to the attic and lock him in it, only to be answered with more noises from the attic and the subsequent discovery of him in his room all on his own. This happened several times, over and over again, with the same result. Robert was moving himself back into the room on his own.
You said I got my own room. I want my own room.
I want it. It's my room.
Fuck your wife. I have. No, I mean kill her.
Oh, shit. That got dark. In 1974, Eugene Otto died.
Wow.
And the house was sold to Myrtle Reuter.
Oh, he was the owner of Roto-Rooter.
Along with its malicious resident locked away in the attic.
Supposedly.
Now, Robert's antics did not cease, though. Visitors to the house frequently supported the claims of hearing footsteps and pacing in the attic. Others heard his ghoulish giggle throughout the house, and again his expression was witnessed changing. On a few accounts, Robert seemed to respond to ill talk about Otto in his presence. Reuter said that Robert would roam around the house on his own, usually being seen in a different part of the house than where he was last left or last seen.
Right. I do like that he was loyal to Otto, though. It's like, don't you fucking talk bad about Otto.
Let's talk about my boy. I can fuck with him.
That's my dog. He didn't fuck with him, though. He just...
Well, you're right. He only got upset when he locked him away.
Exactly. He still didn't fuck with him, though. He just moved back to his room.
That's true. Well, he did when he was younger. Remember, he destroyed his fucking room multiple times.
Hey, we had a rocky beginning, but we came to an understanding.
We took a journey. We went on a ride.
We came out on top. We ride or die now. We ride or die.
He's ride or die, but I ain't got friends. I got family.
Yeah, oh shit, he died. I guess it was die. Ride or die.
Now, Myrtle's 10-year-old daughter seemed to be targeted in much the same way that young Otto was.
Oh, shit.
She would frequently wake up in the middle of the night with Robert staring at her, and she would find him in her room in various locations, but she did not put him in. And she even claimed that he was alive and wanted to hurt her.
He's like, okay, this worked with Otto. I'm going to find a new one then.
Yeah.
Rocky beginnings cause tight relationships.
Yes. Well, after 20 years of madness being plagued by Robert, Reuter donated him to the Fort East Martello Museum, where he still resides to this day.
That long, huh?
Yeah, 20 years she put up that spooky bitch.
God damn.
Robert,
God damn.
You got yourself a goddamn deal. That's what the museum said to her.
That's right. Well, what museum was it called again? Sorry.
The Fort East Martello Museum.
In?
I think it's the Key West.
Florida?
I think.
Going on a road trip, bitches.
No,
you
we're
and me, just like Giorgio and Childress.
Yeah.
Just,
Well, you see,
I just love that
the
shot of
doll is locked in the case.
just them getting out of the fucking car. And it's like, okay, we need exposition, guys. Why do you look miserable?
You guys are on the trip of a lifetime. Robert's arrival at the museum was a big deal, though. He has gained such popularity following his story that visitors flock to the museum daily to see him. He has movies inspired by his story, social media accounts, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, and a large fan base. But oddly enough, he receives an estimated 1 to 3 letters every day.
Okay, a fucking doll receives a letter?
Now, that's what I said at first, but let me explain. These letters aren't fan letters, mind you, but more so apologies and pleas for forgiveness. Supposedly, some people who visit Robert at the museum experience the curse themselves in their lives after their visitation. They write him asking them to lift the curse and for forgiveness to end their misfortune. So apparently they leave after seeing him and have all these misfortunes and terrible things happening in their life. Now, most of the time, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I stubbed my toe. I'm going to blame that on the curse.
Right.
Remember the curse, the mummy curse?
Yeah,
Where it was
you
like,
lucky mummy.
Yeah, it was like, oh, well, he got a splinter and died of an infection 55 years after smelling the sarcophagus.
For Christ's sakes, this guy died of old age. It was definitely the fucking mummy.
You see, he would have lived forever had he not died of old age.
Jesus Christ.
Now, some guests who try and take a photo of Robert claim their cameras stop working inexplicably when they try and take a picture, only for them to operate normally after they leave. Something that always happens. Now, that just made me think of something. Didn't one of our instruments stop working when we went to our investigation?
I don't remember.
I think didn't the battery die on something?
Battery died on something?
And it was like a brand new battery. Can't remember. But that's just normal ghost type stuff as they...
Well, they got draw energy, yeah.
Exactly. Now, employees at the museum have experienced Robert's antics as well since his arrival. They have seen his face change expressions, heard his ghoulish giggle. I like the expression changes. And in one account, a staff member even saw Robert put his hand on the glass.
Ah, God, I thought you were going to say down his pants. Ha! This is just how I like to sit, guys.
This is the life. It's warm down there. Yeah, saw him put his hand on the fucking glass.
Hello, Clarice.
Fuck that. Now, Robert, to this day, sits encased in a glass box at the museum for visitors to come and visit, but at their caution. You may try and visit and take a picture of Robert, but you most likely won't get one.
I want to put a bet. We're going to go there sometime. You're going to take a picture, and it's going to be fine.
Dope. I can't wait.
You're going to be the one that's like, I don't know. I think this is real. We probably shouldn't be doing this. I'm like, come on. It's just a fucking doll. Let's go.
Yeah.
Prove it. Don't prove it. I'm joking.
Prove it.
I got enough shit going on at my house.
You looked at the picture of him, so you're kind of fucked now.
I looked at many pictures of him.
And some bonus ones.
Damn, that silly seller.
Yes, that's Robert. Robert the doll.
Oh, Robert the doll.
I feel like that. That sounds like a 1920s mobster.
Robert the doll.
Yeah.
He wasn't that scary until you picked on his name.
Yeah. Fuck
Robert
you up.
the doll. He paint your face, sew you up, and make you into a wine bottle.
Beautiful.
Speaking of wine bottles.
All right.
Let's talk about a wine cabinet that received the dubious name, the Dybbuk box.
Can you spell that for me?
D-Y-B-B-U-K.
Got it.
So, why was it called the Dybbuk box? It was called this because it was claimed to be haunted by a Dybbuk.
Oh, okay.
A Dybbuk. A Dybbuk. A Dybbuk. Dybbuk. I just like the word, sorry. A Dybbuk
This thing's weird.
in Jewish mythology is a malicious, possessing spirit that, because of a former sin, wanders restlessly until it finds haven in the body of a living person or an object. It is said that it only leaves this host body once it has accomplished its goal or is exorcised. So, giving you a little background, Lennon's looking at the photo and making some weird faces.
I'm not looking at the photo. I'm looking at an eBay posting. Warning, active Dybbuk box containing demon conjured from the Key of Solomon.
Hold on. Well, I wish I could see what you're looking at, but let's describe it.
All right.
In 2001, Kevin Manis, a professional writer and recording artist, bought the wine cabinet box along with some other furniture at an estate sale of a 103-year-old Polish woman.
Okay. 103. Fantastic.
Well, she was 103, yes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why it's an estate sale, sadly. Why'd you do happy birthday?
It was menacing.
He says, do, 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 do. Tiptoe through the window. That's all I think about when I hear about Robert. Sorry. So the woman lost her entire family after being sent to a Nazi concentration camp.
Fuck.
Her parents, brother, a sister, husband, 2 sons, and a daughter were all tragically killed.
Shit.
She and a couple of other prisoners were able to escape and somehow made it to Spain. And this is where she acquired the said wine cabinet. Okay. The wine cabinet was one of only 3 items that this woman brought with her when she immigrated to the U.S. after the war.
Mm-hmm.
Upon buying this wine cabinet at a garage sale, Kevin recalled the granddaughter telling him that growing up, she remembered it was always shut and set in a place that was out of reach.
Okay.
And then when she asked her grandmother what was inside, her grandmother would spit 3 times through her fingers. I knew that was coming. And say a Dybbuk. Then the grandmother
say what?
Well, so when she asked what was inside the box, the wine cabinet, if you will, because it was always out of reach.
Oh, she'd spit 3 times and then respond.
A Dybbuk.
Okay. All right.
I don't know why she's spitting, and never mind. Then the grandma would tell her it was never, ever to be opened. Ever. Of course, Manis would end up opening the box.
Of course. As one would do.
Once learning the history and seeing that it seemed to be a sentimental keepsake for this woman, he offered to let her keep the wine cabinet, if you will, and the money that he paid. Didn't ask for it back. She suddenly raised her voice and exclaimed, "You bought it. You made a deal." Or as my note says, a seal. You bought it. You made a deal. Then she began crying, asked him to leave, and quickly turned and walked away.
You get the fuck out of here.
How dare you try to be nice? Goddamn motherfucker. Well, Manus owned a small furniture refreshing. Manus, he owned a small furniture refinishing business, and he took the cabinet there where he was intending to refinish it and give it to his mother as a gift for her birthday.
All right.
When he opened the box, inside he found that the box did not contain any wine glasses, or anything normal.
Yeah.
Instead, it contained a golden goblet, 2 locks of hair tied with a string, 1 lock of blonde hair and 1 lock of brownish black hair, a 1925 and a 1928 U.S. wheat penny, a dried rosebud, a cast iron candlestick holder, octopus legs, and a granite statue engraved with gilded Hebrew letters spelling shalom. Sorry, not Solomon. Shalom.
All right.
It was not long after opening the wine cabinet that Manus started experiencing all sorts of unfortunate things. But let's back up a little bit.
Do it.
After he picked up the box, he dropped it off in the basement of his workshop at the store. And then, after he opened shop, he headed out to run some errands, leaving the saleswoman, one of his employees, in charge. About 30 minutes later, he received a hysterical phone call from her. She was screaming that someone was in the workshop breaking glass and swearing, and that they locked the iron security gates and the emergency exit, and she could not get out.
Oh, fuck.
Yes. To response, Manus says he was telling her to call 911 when his phone inexplicably died.
Of course it did.
Right? Call 911. Son of a bitch. Of course, this was in 2001.
Yeah.
So they were pretty shitty phones back then, unless you got a Nokia. Then those things still last.
Nokia.
They're still working.
Did you have a phone in 2001?
No, I think my phone was in 2005. Yeah. My junior year of high school.
Let's see. I got mine around 2009, 2008.
Yeah?
So we were pretty close.
Yeah.
But
difference was is 9.5 years.
Yeah.
So in response, Manus sped back to the shop where he found the security gate was locked and his employee was on the floor in the corner of his office crying. He then went to the workshop downstairs where he was hit with the overpowering odor of cat piss.
Oh, shit.
That's always a good sign.
All I'm imagining in my head right now is Rick Moranis from Ghostbusters. Let me in! Remember?
That's right. It was at the restaurant, right? Yes.
Let me in!
And they're just looking at him. The dog goes, and then they just go back to eating.
Yeah. Nobody helped the poor guy.
Right? Well, maybe they didn't see.
Hey, that's New York City for you. Am I right?
I'm right. Yeah. Odor of cat piss.
Oh, shit. Hell of a return point.
And the lights did not work.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say something.
The lights were off.
They were off. That's what you think. He flipped the switch. They would not turn on. They just did not work.
Probably a tripped breaker. Should call an electrician.
Maybe, but they own no animals. And upon looking around, he saw no one down there. There is only one way down there, and someone would have had to walk past him to leave. He also found the reason for the breaking glass sound and the lights not working. They were one and the same. All 10 incandescent light bulbs had been broken, if not exploded, in their sockets and were lying on the ground.
Probably
shattered on the floor.
Yeah, probably had a surge of electricity, and those things can't handle it. Just saying.
Nobody could handle it.
Just saying.
They just can't handle it.
I've seen them blow.
What'd you say?
I've seen light bulbs blow.
Yeah? So have I. Not blow up, but... All right, Robert the doll, make this light bulb blow up in 3,
Don't you fucking do
one.
shit like that to me.
I gotta find my spot now.
Dude,
I'm all old. One eye's got to look real quick. Hold on.
Willie. What if that shit went out?
That would have been creepy.
I would not be coming back from my honeymoon.
Why? It's because you're alive still, I hope. Just staying there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when this comes out, you're already back from your honeymoon. So welcome back.
Thanks.
Hope you had a great time.
Probably.
I know you will. What am I? So after that, Manus went back upstairs to talk to his employee, but she had already left. She bolted the fuck out of there.
She noped the fuck out.
Well, shit's locking you into the goddamn shop. I would nope the fuck out too.
Right.
And would never return back to work there and refused to discuss the incident to this day. But that was just the beginning. 2 weeks after purchasing the wine cabinet, Manus decided to start refurbishing it, but after opening it and finding its contents, he decided against it and just cleaned it by rubbing in some lemon oil. As for the items inside, yes, this will be nice, real nice. Oh, yeah. As for the items inside, he collected them and tried to return them to the owner. The family refused the items, so he added them back when he sold it later on eBay. Little spoiler, he sells it on eBay.
Oh, apparently a lot of people do that nowadays.
Not anymore. Not since 2012, but that'll be at the end of this episode, so there you go. On October 31st, 2001.
That's Halloween.
Exactly. It's all kind of a little eerie, if you ask me. His mother stopped by the shop as they were going to go to lunch to celebrate her birthday. Before leaving, Manus gave her the wine cabinet as a gift, which she seemed to like, he says. He then went to make a quick phone call before they left, and only gone about 5 minutes when one of his employees rushed into the office saying that there was something wrong with his mother.
Okay.
Remember, he just gave her the box as a gift.
Yep.
While quickly returning to his mother, he found her sitting in a chair beside the cabinet, her face expressionless and tears rolling down her cheeks. She wasn't responding, and as it turned out, it was because she had just suffered a stroke.
Oh, fuck.
She was taken to the hospital, thankfully, and ended up suffering partial paralysis, losing her ability to speak or form words. She could understand what was being said to her, but only able to respond by pointing to letters and spelling out what she wanted to say.
Damn.
So, the next day, when Manus asked her how she was doing, she teared up and spelled out NOGIFT. No gift. Thinking she had forgotten that he gave her a gift, he explained to her that he had given her a gift. To this, she became visually more upset and spelled out HATEGIFT.
Oh, okay.
Hate gift, for those that you can't read. Laughing, he apologized and told her he would get her something else, anything she wanted.
She spelled out DEATH.
Porque. Sorry. From there, he gave the cabinet to his sister, who returned it to him a week later, stating that the doors wouldn't stay shut. So, he then gave it to his brother and his brother's wife, so his sister.
Fuck, he's giving it to everybody.
Just wait, he does give it to everyone. They gave it back after 3 days and returned it to him, stating that his wife, or sister-in-law in this case, said it smelled of cat urine.
Okay.
He then gave it to his girlfriend, who 2 days later asked him to sell it. So, Manus sold it on the same day he was asked to an elderly couple. But the next day, nope, not the next day, but found it outside his shop 3 days later with a note that said, "This has bad darkness." So, he decided to take it home.
Fuck.
Finally.
Stop it.
Well, he's finally taking it home, all right? From the day he brought it home, he had a reoccurring nightmare. This is a quote from him.
Okay.
I find myself walking with a friend, usually someone I know well and trust at some point in the dream. I find myself looking into their eyes of the person that I am with. It is then that I realize that there is something different, something evil looking back at me. At that point, in the dream, the person I am in charge, not in charge, the person that I am with changes into what can only be described as the most gruesome, demonic-looking hag that I have ever seen. The hag proceeds then to beat the living tar out of me. I have wakened numerous times to find bruises and marks on myself where I had been hit by the old hag in my dream during the previous night. That would be creepy.
Fuck.
That'd be creepy.
Yeah.
That would be creepy.
So my question is,
Yes.
what kind of weird shit have you brought into your house in the past 2 years?
Nothing.
Maybe your Josh Allen jersey's cursed.
Why would that be cursed?
I don't know.
We're not touching the signed Josh Allen jersey, all right?
I'll live
doing
with the demon that came with it.
Well, I don't know timing. It was December. Well, I don't know. It was around the time I think I got my Stefan Diggs signed jersey. So, yeah, baby, I got signed jerseys galore.
Do you?
4 of them, yeah.
Dope.
I'd name them off, but you wouldn't know the players other than Josh Allen.
Try me, bitch.
All right, Josh Allen.
I know him.
Got it. Stefan Diggs.
Know him.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. Gabe Davis.
Don't know him.
O.J. Simpson.
Know him. You have a signed OJ jersey?
I do, yeah.
Did it come with a white Bronco?
No, it actually was one. I won.
That's
in a
wild.
raffle. And then I have an Austin Eckler jersey from the LA Chargers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was your is your OJ one is it a Bills one?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one of the frames that you have.
Yeah.
Just a little bigger because the numbers are bigger.
Yeah.
And probably put it in one of those. I'm not gonna go all fancy like I did with the Allen and the Diggs and the. He doesn't deserve it. Damn it.
Sorry.
One of my clients, if she's listening, will be yelling at me because when I won it, she goes, she wanted it. Let's just put it that way. She wanted it. So, no, you're not getting it still.
Big OJ fan, huh?
Yeah, she's also a Bronco fan, and for some reason, something to do with gloves and knives. I don't know.
weird.
She's creepy. I'm joking. I'm totally kidding. No, I'm not kidding.
Shout out to you.
Good thing she has a sense of humor. Anyways, about a month after taking the wine cabinet home, he had his sister, his brother, and his sister-in-law over for the night. They didn't specify why.
Okay.
And in the morning, his sister described the exact same dream that he had been experiencing since bringing the box home.
Sure.
Then his brother and sister-in-law chimed in that they had the same dream last night as well. Mm-hmm. All 4 of them had the exact same dream that night with the exact description of the old hag.
Wait, the same night?
Same night, because they were all spending the night there, and this is at his house.
Okay.
But when asking, have you ever had that dream before, they said yes. And nobody correlated with the box still for some fucked up reason. But they said, yeah, I've had this dream before. I don't remember when. Okay. So
I follow.
So,
Wow.
So he called his girlfriend and he asked her if she had a similar dream, to which she responded to yes. Mm-hmm. She said she experienced this, but wasn't sure when. He asked, was it when you had the box, the wine cabinet? She said, how did you know? Mm-hmm. And that's how he ended the story. Since then, he has experienced seeing shadowy things in his peripheral vision, which I see, that others have claimed to see when visiting his house. Mm-hmm. He put it into storage. All right. He put the wine cabinet box in a storage unit.
Okay.
And was awakened one night to the fire alarm going off in the storage unit. When he opened the storage unit door, no fire, no smoke, only the smell of cat piss.
Jesus.
Yeah. I'm glad there's no fire, though, but yeah, cat piss.
Let's take the fire.
Yep, there it is. Found it. One morning, he woke up to what felt and smelled like someone breathing on his neck to find that the house now smelled of jasmine flower.
That's a difference.
It is, thankfully. That's the thing. It either smells of cat piss or jasmine flower. Brother and sister-in-law said the same thing. It smelled like jasmine flower. But yeah.
I love jasmine rice.
Yeah? I love Jasmine from Aladdin, but I mean, you don't see...
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Live action, please.
Yeah.
Anyways, and just in time to see a huge shadow thing going lopping down the hallway away from him.
Oof.
That was what he woke up and felt the breath on his neck. As well as that same nightmare over and over. He experienced the same nightmare over and over. I'm sorry. This is what he's experiencing. I'm not going through each one.
Sure.
I did just go through each one, but I'm not going through each account. But we went on a journey.
We took a ride.
And now we're back. He stated he would have destroyed the cabinet in a heartbeat, but was afraid that whatever was in the cabinet would just be released and stay with him wherever he went.
Mm-hmm.
So after hearing that people would buy these sorts of things on eBay, he listed it with a plea for someone to buy it and to please help him. Someone would buy it, and it would end up selling for $140. Side note. What's it? It's a bargain? I don't know how much a wine cabinet thing is, especially in the early 2000s. Huh? It sounds like it. It's a fucking bargain.
Yeah.
Side note, in 2012, eBay changed their policies so you were unable to buy cursed and unconfirmed items like possessed chests anymore. Guess you have to find another way to get your hands on some possessed and haunted shit.
Yeah.
Cursed shit.
This one's on eBay for sale.
Is it though?
Yeah. Condition used.
What does it say?
Estimated delivery between Wednesday, June 14th.
You're not telling me what the hell it's called, though.
Oh, I gotcha. Warning, active Dubbock box containing demon conjured from the Key of Solomon.
That's on. They must have changed their policy again since 2012.
Yeah. It says this one is smaller red one. Both contain demons from the Key of Solomon.
Interesting. Yeah.
This item is definitely, in caps, not a toy or a joke. Do not disrespect it. It is a genuine demonic item. Do not purchase if you are not experienced enough to take care of it properly.
Well, first off,
fuck.
That's exactly the thing that in 2012 they stopped doing, so they must have allowed it again. And second off, Lennon, that will be arriving at your doorstep in about 2 weeks, okay?
Son of a bitch.
So, man has stated, the day literally that I shipped... the day I shipped it, there was a palpable difference in the environment in the house. It was like coming up out of water. Absolutely amazing. So let's talk about eBay winner numero 1.
All right. Number 1.
Yeah. The auction was won by Missouri student Yosef Nitschke. I was fucking practicing this all morning. Yosef Nitschke, who stated the cabinet did all kinds of horrible things to him and his roommates while he had it. Things like suffering from insomnia, dead mice, illnesses, hair loss with no symptoms prior, which happened after he moved out of the house with his 6 roommates. He took the Dybbuk box with him and just suddenly started losing his hair. He was early 20s and no issues. He had a blood test and there was no issues.
Weird. I wonder if somebody we both know had a Dybbuk box in their early 20s.
Possibly. Bad cat piss odor consuming the house. I'm just going to plow through that one. Good. Because he's listening. Electrical devices constantly dying seemingly every day.
Okay.
And in one occasion, their home, when he was back on campus with his 6 roommates, became infested with bugs. And they found the Dybbuk box sitting open in the corner of the room. Unexplained, because it wasn't opened.
Weird.
So, in February of 2024. In February of 2004, after owning the box for only 8 months, Nitschke put the box up for auction on eBay. The winning bidder was Jason Haxton, a museum director at the Museum of Osteopathic Medicine. But when he received the box in the mail, it came with some unexpected consequences. You see, Haxton was not one to believe in these sorts of things. Haxton first heard of the box from a colleague who was one of Nitschke's roommates. Haxton bid and won the auction for $280.
Oh, up and up and up.
That's a nice little profit for Nitschke, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's double his money. Exactly double.
Good maths.
Yeah, I know. I'm a math major.
I know.
I'm so smart. The day it arrived in the mail, Haxton put his hands on the box, and he claimed that it almost felt like the thing collapsed into a liquid state. He said it felt like a knife was going into his gut and that he was paralyzed with pain.
Fuck.
When going to bed, he would have the terrible nightmares about the old hag that seemed to come with this box.
Mm-hmm.
This fucking old hag.
Yeah.
Who was this old hag? That's what I want to know. Was it
Frederick
the previous
Nietzsche.
owner who died? That's the actual question. I don't really know. I don't answer the question
You
here.
said it like you usually do when you have a follow-up answer to it.
No, it was just a thought process I literally just had.
Beautiful. I think it's a demonic entity.
Okay.
Hot take.
Could it be a Dybbuk?
Hot take.
Hot take. I had nothing. Hot take. I like it. So Haxton stated that he was too science-based and that he didn't believe the stories associated with the box. But upon receiving the box, he began to experience what he called a tidal wave of bad luck. All I know is, this is a quote from him.
Yeah.
All I know is I got this thing and I got very ill. I don't know what happened and I still don't know. That's a great quote.
End quote.
End quote. End quote. Thank you. Haxton did note, though, that all his problems vanished when he followed a rabbi's advice to place the wine cabinet in a gold-lined wooden container to negate whatever spirits were haunting it.
Okay.
Recently, he admitted, though, that he ended up putting it into a military-grade shock-proof container and buried it somewhere where it was well hidden so it wouldn't be discovered.
Great.
Side note, is what I meant to say louder, Jason Haxton's mother was quoted as saying, "He keeps telling me he's going to give it to me for my birthday, and I keep telling him I don't want it. I've got enough problems."
That's pretty good.
Trying to fucking kill this woman?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Wonder
If
if she
you
has
know you got all that shit going on with it, why would you donate that to somebody you love?
Maybe he doesn't love her, and maybe he just wants her inheritance.
Yeah, maybe.
Fucking psycho.
Maybe.
Well, Haxton eventually wrote a book detailing his experiences and his investigation, from bleeding eyes to full-bodied welts and hives, all the way to investigating. I didn't get into it, but
Dude,
you got to leave some to it.
Eyes are a bugaboo of mine. You know this.
I know.
Bleeding eyes would freak me out.
I know. That's why I'm one contact in, one contact out, because I don't want to fuck with you. But he also did the investigation of the past owners as well as other stuff we'll get into.
Yeah.
Well, or will we? The book is called The Dybbuk Box by Jason Haxton.
Okay.
Wow. If you didn't already know, he wrote a book called
Spoilers.
Dybbuk Box by him. If you'd like to go give it a read. I did not give it a read. That's why I didn't touch on all the stuff.
You did a lot of reading for the past couple. You get a break.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to help you out, my friend. Give you a little less load so you can focus on your wedding stuff. That is already over by the time this comes out. Did you know there's a Hollywood movie made about the Dybbuk Box?
Is it called Dybbuk?
No, it was called The Possession in 2012.
Heard of it.
Yeah. So Hollywood director and producer Sam Raimi, who...
Oh, Raimi.
Yeah, Spider-Man. Would acquire the rights to make the film adaptation about the Dybbuk Box called The Possession. He asked both Higdon... That was the Patreon episode I was going to do that didn't...
Yeah.
He talked to Haxton and of Manus just to make sure he had all the rights to make the movie.
Yeah.
So Jason Haxton offered to allow the box to be used during filming, but Raimi was supposedly too afraid to take him up on the offer. Don't blame him. There were a couple instances during filming of the movie, including one involving lights exploding spontaneously on set. Whatever this thing is, it likes to explode lights, I see.
Yeah, fuck those lights, you know what I mean?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan stated that there were cold bursts of winds on a closed non-draftee set.
Yeah.
Which would be weird too. And then there's the one that happened post-production. After the movie was done filming, the props were put into storage in the event that they needed to do reshoots. The storage unit, 4 days after filming, would end up burning to the ground. The fire department would find no signs of arson or electrical causes. The imitation Dybbuk box used for the movie was among the items destroyed in the fire.
Jesus. The fuck?
Now, I don't know if that's correlated or just some kind of freak accident. You be the judge on that one. But it is interesting to me.
That is weird. That is weird, to say the least.
So where is the box currently? In 2017, Haxton donated the Dybbuk box to Zach Baggins, host of the TV show Ghost Adventures.
Zach Baggins.
Yeah, Zach Baggins.
I know him.
Yeah, the Chris Angel of Paranormal Investigators.
Mm-hmm.
He gave it to him to put on display in his Las Vegas museum, where it remains to this day. Now, I've heard that Haxton donated it to him. I've also read that that Zach Baggins bought it from him. I don't know which one's true, but one of them's true. Either way,
he has
in
it.
2017, he got it and put it in his museum. In 2020, during the year of the COVID, Baggins decided to do a 4-part quarantine special.
Of course he did.
Inside his museum and with a small crew. What's up? Sorry.
So, thank God.
right. What part? The small crew or in his museum?
The small crew.
Either way.
Worried about COVID restrictions.
So the last episode of this 4-part series
was
about the Dybbuk box that was in his possession, which he said he was going to open multiple times, or once at least, and never did because he was too scared. But it was said... All right, before I get into the story, I'm going to tell the Post Malone story real quick that I did not write down.
Post Malone?
Post Malone.
I love Post Malone.
So I can't remember how long before, I think it was in 2018, so 2 years before I think it was.
Yeah.
Zach Baggins invited Post I don't know if he just invited him to see that, but they looked at the Dybbuk box. I guess Zach Baggins touched the side of the box, and then Post Malone touched his shoulder, and then supposedly the demon was transferred to him, or the bad luck was transferred to him. I think it was 4 days afterwards, his private jet, while taking off, tires blew. 11 days later, someone broke into a house that, this is all Post Malone stuff.
Yeah.
A house that he used to own, asking to see the owner, Post Malone. He obviously didn't own the house anymore, but who knows what they were going to do if he did.
Yeah.
And I think it was 4 or 6 days after that, he totaled his, I think it was a Rolls Royce in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
That was it for what happened to him. But that's 3 weeks and 4 scary fucking incidences of near death. Well, possibly with a break-in, I'm not sure. But anyways, that's a little side note.
Spooky bitch.
I had time to tell it because I told this all quicker than I thought.
There you go.
So that is another account that I remembered. All from memory sometimes. So in this last episode of the Dybbuk box, I'm sorry, that didn't mean to give you the middle finger. About the Dybbuk box, he would end up opening the Dybbuk box finally. I can't fucking say this word.
He put his head in there and motorboated it.
You motorboating son of a bitch, you old sailor, you.
Love that movie.
So he opened it and he walked around his museum with it while filming. The only thing that happened was the feeling of rage bubbling up inside him, he said. Nothing supernatural happened to him or his crew. The only account of anything happening was 3 days after filming, one of the crew members' dogs died. No further incidents have been recorded since, but this article was in end of 2020. So 2021, 2022, and halfway through 2023, maybe something's happened.
Sure.
But I didn't get time to research. It was already 2 a.m. in the morning.
It's all good.
So, is the spirit gone, or was it just a bloated tale of lies? For the continuation of our story, check out Wednesday's Patreon bonus episode, where we will discuss how a chandelier suddenly crashed into the floor caused Jason Haxton to investigate the Dybbuk box's connection to Nazi Germany.
Oh, shit.
That's right. A little bit of history and a little bit of scary. I love it.
He's doing the history.
I know. I did.
I love it.
I sure did. It's not, warning though, it's not like great history. It's about, Nazi Germany and all the stuff that involves it.
Not all history is good.
It isn't. It isn't.
It's history.
It isn't. It's not like it was fun history is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So if you're not yet a member, go to patreon.com/Don't Touch My Sasquatch. Okay. All one word. Links below. Also in the video, you'll see it at the bottom of the screen. Or just click the link below.
Yeah.
You get that and more with just the $5 membership. More, and more as we continue to do more. And tell me what you think so far about the Dybbuk box from the story you've heard.
This is me?
Well, I'm asking you. You're the only one in the room.
Asking our
Penguin.
listeners. I
Penguin.
didn't know if you were extending it out to our listeners.
Well, yeah, you guys can too, but I want to hear your thoughts. Like, what do you think of the Dybbuk box so far?
Well, that's a little odd.
I'm not dead yet.
We got a festival happening outside in my town today. Apologies to everyone.
I don't know if they heard that, but that was a loud siren.
Yeah.
Dybbuk box.
Dybbuk box. So, the Dybbuk box. I think that's pretty wild. It's definitely one of those ones. Kind of like what the fuck was the name of that chest I did?
I know this one.
And the last curse objects.
Yes, I know.
The conjure chest.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fuck.
One of those ones. This one seems to have that demonic entity attached to it.
It does.
The fact that multiple people are experiencing the literal exact same thing, kind of lends credence to it to me. I still don't know where I stand, belief-wise in demons, because I do not believe in religion, and demons are a religious thing. Now, could demons just be the religious manifestation or religious namesake given to a type of ghost or a type of poltergeist? Probably. So it's probably some kind of weird type of poltergeist.
Right.
I don't know enough about Jewish lore to know how it gets put into a Dybbuk box,
I'm assuming the same way you would trap any other demon that you like. I think there's been demons trapped in boxes before that people have bought. So,
well, that's Sam and Dean Winchester.
Yeah.
And Jeffrey Dean Morgan's in it. Oh my
Boom,
God, it comes
baby.
full circle.
Full circle. I think we've discussed my thoughts on demons, though. I'm like you. I'm not the religious guy.
Yeah.
You're not the religious guy. We don't, to each their own.
We're not the religious guy.
Either way, what I'm trying to say is I believe demons are demonic in terms of not religious sense, but evil entities.
Yes.
I think that it's more likely they come from some other, I don't want to say dimension, but other place that through a portal type of thing. That sounds crazy, but I don't care.
I sound crazy.
Just because the fact of my own experience of telling one to leave and a big boom and it leaving. And it just makes me think that there's some kind of like some houses or locations or people give off energy that has some kind of portal or something that opens connection, if you will, to an evil entity, and that's how it corresponds.
Yeah.
And by saying what I said, it got rid of said demon, if you will, if that's what you want to call it. I just use it as a term. I don't use it as religious sense.
Right.
But either way, I will ask you after the Patreon episode your renewed thoughts on what happened.
Stay tuned to find out how that goes.
Yeah. Now talk to me about Robert the Doll real quick.
Tulpa. Also,
people believing in it.
Flip side, yes. Flip side of the coin.
Because remember, some people might not know what a tulpa is.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
sorry, folks.
That's okay. We haven't done an episode on it yet.
Tulpa is an entity which is manifested and created by the energy you put into it. So something may not be haunted, or something may not be
a la Slenderman.
Yes, but the amount of energy you mentally put into it, or as a group of people, the mental energy a group of people put into it, focuses enough energy to create said entity into manifestation.
Existence.
Yeah. Exactly. Manifestation.
Tulpa. Got
yes, Tulpa. So I think either A, Tulpa, or B, Otto was just a weirdo, and maybe he was underneath that windowsill, just prancing the doll around when people are walking by, and you still having conversations with it. And yeah, there was footsteps heard and stuff like that, and ghoulish laughter. But remember, we've heard two different we've heard two different people in conversation before with Otto. Yeah. Maybe he was just weird and had conversations with himself, and he would do a evil laugh when he was upstairs in the bathroom as Robert, because he would be like, you don't know, he might have been crazy is my point.
Now my question, when he died, he still heard the footsteps. Robert would go in different rooms of the house. Facial expressions are still to this day said to change. What about those?
Tulpa. That is where I would go Tulpa.
Okay, all right.
I would go either the amount of energy that Robert put into that doll in his life until 19. Yeah.
You said Robert. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I just want to make sure we got that connected.
Thank you. The amount of energy that Otto put into Robert throughout his life could have made him a tulpa eventually.
Gotcha.
So that's where I would go with it.
So not possession, more of a psycho kid / adult. Crazy, not psycho, just crazy kid / adult. That
The only
put
thing
so much energy in it that it turned into a tulpa. Got it.
The only thing that
I could get behind that.
Thank you. The only thing that doesn't
Welcome.
hold water for that theory is that his early experiences with like the room disarray, stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe that's all just like legend. It was early 1900s, so.
True. Let's try this one more time. Robert the doll. Turn this light off.
I held my breath.
Even if it flickered, I'd have taken that. I would have taken it. All right.
Been it for him.
So no final thoughts on this, mostly because, well, one story's half finished because you have to go to Patreon.
Dun, dun, dun.
Go to that link and click it. But, Maestro, send them to the outro.
Ladies, gentlemen, squatches, and weird dolls, and they're sitting on chests.
Yeah, and rocking chairs like a creepy old man.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode. If you would like to reach out to us and let us know your thoughts or opinions, you can do so by finding us on Instagram, Reddit, Facebook, and on our glorious YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button for auto downloads to listen first thing every Monday morning.
Beep, 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 beep.
Thank you all.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know either, but it was wonderful. Thank you to all of our Patreon members that help keep this podcast a reality. We are grateful for your continued support. If you haven't yet become a member and would like to support us or finish the continuation on the Dippic Box, head to our Patreon. And if you're feeling a little classy, check out our merch selection on our website to visually show your support to your friends and family. Drop us a 5-star rating and write us a review. Tell us what you love and how you are enjoying the show. Share us on your socials and tell your cryptid-loving friends and family about us. Subscribe, hit the bell, and like the YouTube video.
Damn right.
All of this, every last second of it, helps us to grow and bring you even more great content for you to enjoy.
Sir.
Join us next Monday for our next incredible episode. You may write us, rate us, review us, but remember to always stay curious, be vigilant, and don't touch my Sasquatch.
Don't do it. He has his hand up Robert's ass while he's drinking wine from the divot box.
Oh, shit.
Peace.
See ya. That's an in-depth one.
It was a long one. It's a thing that's beautiful.
Gorgeous. It's just gorgeous, darling.
All right. Camera.
Fuck.
No, thank you. Camera.
Hold on.
Okay. Camera.
Hold on again.
Camera? Oh, I just threw up a little bit in my mouth.
Beautiful.
It was delicious.
It's the excitement.
It was. I was like,
That's how you know the excitement's working.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be talking about haunts and
Spooks. Okay, strap in and strap up because we're going to
strap on. I think it's like an extender.
Is it really?
I think they make that.
Probably.
Not that I've ever used nor needed one.
Same.
I do say so myself.
Got two anacondas fighting over here.
Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah.
You ready?
Ah,
These were the only Robert's words. No.
These are the...
It's tremendous.
Yeah, that's because you had to
When the noise she was finally, Robert looked like a motherfucker.
I'm going to come over here and move this motherfucker.
Visitors to the house.
What's wrong?
You know when a cat has a hairball? That's what you look like.
It's like,
Thanks for the eye contact.
that's because the lunch I ate was creamy.
What'd you have?
I had a chicken wrap, but it had like this creamy chipotle sauce, and it's getting me very like phlegmy.
Where'd you get that from?
Tim Ho's.
Sorry, I'm really hungry.
Sorry, it's all right. Maybe we'll go to dinner. Then
I'm feeling Chinese. I want sushi.
Okay. Well, it's your world.
I'm
and we
hungry.
just live. No, things happen.
Awesome.
People piss themselves and other things, and I don't know what's happening to me.
Back off, you spooky bitch!
Back off, you spooky bitch! You spooky bitch!
I sounded congested.
Probably not. I wanted to, give it a little specific. Are you done blowing over there? If you ever hear this under the table, it's not us hitting it.
Bricked up. Robert did it.